Hi everyone, Miss Abby here. As you might know, in just a couple weeks, there's going to be a big election, and people are going to be voting for president as well as other government offices and different laws that will impact us. This book, If You Go With Your Goat to Vote, is a really cute book about kind of the different ways that there are to vote and what it even means to vote. What does it look like when somebody votes? I hope you enjoy this book. If You Go With Your Goat to Vote, written by Jan Zauzmer and illustrated by Andrew Roberts. This book is on Hoopla if you want to read it again. If you go with your goat to vote. It says, let's talk turkey, stand tall. If you are a kid and you go with your goat to vote, you may chew over the ballot. The ballot is what you use to show who you're voting for. So when you choose who you want to vote for president, you mark it off on the ballot to show that's your choice. If you are a duckling and you go with your drake to vote, you may make a splash when you send in your picks by snail mail. For many people, they choose to vote by mail, especially during coronavirus, because it's safer than going to the polling place where you vote in person. If you are a bunny and you go with your rabbit to vote, you may hop to the polling place on election day. Many people like to vote in person because it feels good. If you are a puggle and you go with your platypus to vote, you may find that a snack fits the bill while you wait in line. He's eating gummy worms. If you are a hatchling and you go with your turtle to vote, you may come out of your shell at the sign-in desk. If you are a joey and you go with your kangaroo to vote, you may jump for joy when it's your turn to enter the booth. If you are a gosling and you go with your gander to vote, you may get goosebumps when you see the list of candidates. Candidates means all the different people who are running for office. So all the different people that you're voting for. If you are a small fry and you go with your octopus to vote, you may marvel as she inks in the bubbles. If you are a tadpole and you go with your bullfrog to vote, you may leap at the chance to help push the buttons. Sometimes voting is on paper and you make a mark. Sometimes voting is on a computer or it's done electronically. If you are a piglet and you go with your hog to vote, you may squeal with delight when you get an I voted sticker. On November 3rd, you can look out and see how many people you find that have I voted stickers, and even before that, because we can vote early in California. If you are a peachick and you go with your peacock to vote, you may proudly strut your stuff as you head back home. If you are a porcupette and you go with your porcupine to vote, you may be on pins and needles as the results come in. So after everyone's voted, then we can count up the votes and see who won the different parts of the election. If you are an owlet and you go with your owl to vote, you may stay up late because you give a hoot about who wins. Sometimes it can be really late to find out who wins. If you are a kid and you go with your grown-up to vote, you will grow up to vote yourself. No kidding. I voted. So even though you don't have the right to vote right now, it's really important to be around people who vote. And when you grow up, you'll know what the process is like and which way you like to vote. I hope you enjoyed that cute little story. I liked how I also learned a lot of different words for baby animals and their parent animal.